Just the Job. Hello and welcome to Just the Job, the program that could help you decide what career it is that you might like to follow. And there is a whole world of opportunity out there. Now, every week we look at 3 different careers and we give you heaps of advice and tips along the way to help make that all-important career choice that little bit easier. In today's show, we head out to sea as 16-year-old Thomas from Featherston samples a career as a fisherman. 15-year-old James has an uncle who is a plumber and thinks that this could be the job for him too, so we send him into the industry to find out. And 16-year-old Tui loves cars, especially expensive ones, so we think we have just the career for her. But first up, it's early morning and the fish are biting.
G'day, my name's Thomas Duncan. I come from Featherston. I'm 16 years old. So hopefully I won't get seasick. Hopefully we have a good time.
If it's fun you're looking for, then maybe pulling up fish on a day boat will suit you. Richard Kibblewhite has been fishing for crayfish, paua and groper for the last 15 years. So he has a good idea about what he looks for in a trainee.
They've got to be a little bit motivated. Like, I always get them to come around to my house to meet me.
G'day, Richard.
Oh, Thomas, how you going, man?
Good, mate.
Yeah, good. You looking forward to tomorrow?
Yeah, it should be good.
We checked the forecast and it looks pretty good for the next few days. We're going to catch some groper tomorrow, a few trumpeter maybe, a couple of terraki, and it should be a good day.
Well, Thomas, a good day in fishing starts at 6 a.m. Welcome to dawn, mate.
Here you go, Thomas. Chuck this on, man. Cheers. Keep you dry, keep your toes warm. Get it on its side.
The
like
boat's
that.
not even in the water yet, and Richard's got Thomas baiting hooks.
Compared with these ones.
We're involved in quite a bit of fishing. We net fish, we line fish.
We've got all our safety gears on the floor down here. If anyone goes overboard, yell out man overboard and get them however you can.
Bottom lining means you put an anchor down on the bottom, a dozen or so hooks. You chuck it over the side in the right place where the fish are, and you pull it up an hour or so later.
So put 12 hooks on and a float and we'll let it go. Yeah, grab a pink float and let me know what it is.
Float R.
Float R, cool. I write the floats down and where I put them in case the tide picks them up and drags them away.
Oh, yeah.
At least I know where they should have been.
The boys spend the next hour throwing out 9 more lines. Each line has 12 hooks on it attached to an anchor.
So Thomas, these shark clips, you push them down and they grab onto the rope and that's what holds the hooks in place.
You got to know how to fix your tractor and fix your boat, and you got to know how to access quota. You got to know how to add up numbers. You got to know how to catch fish. Is always a bonus.
The little floats?
You really got to be a typical guy that has a go at anything, you know.
Float number 111.
111.
The floats are all within a few nautical miles of each other.
Is this yours, Thomas?
With all the lines out, it's time for smoko. With some food in their stomachs, the guys are ready to haul in the fish. They're targeting groper, a fish that's about 200 metres under the sea.
These guys?
Oh, that's a good look.
No one that's ever come out lining with us has not enjoyed
Must
the
be
day.
a good one on there somewhere.
Because it's always exciting seeing fish come up.
Wanted to see. 2 on 1 hook.
The thrill of the catch has infected Thomas.
Must have been the way I put the bait on.
Once the line is clean of fish, it has to be hooked up again and the whole process is repeated. The crew put out 10 lines 3 times each in a day. That's 360 hooks to be baited, set and recovered. So to pass the time, a little bit of healthy competition starts. Guess the catch.
Another 4 would be good. What do you reckon, Thomas?
I'm going to have to go for 5.
5. Good on you.
6.
Oh, I'll go 5, middle of the road again. I'll go 5.
I'm going for 7.
8.
I said 4, you said 3. 5, he said 5.
Was that 4 or 5?
I can count 6 already.
Yeah. He's going high. 8. 4. I missed out again. That's 4. Who said 4?
I believe I did.
Pick the right day to come, Thomas.
Right, so you want me to take
Richard pays his crew a percentage of each catch. If the fishing is good, they do well, and it helps keep everyone fishing on the tough days.
It's always good when the gear starts coming back on the boat to go home.
Students can also earn credits towards their NCEA doing work experience on fishing boats.
That's us. That's a wrap. We're done.
Well, there might be all the fishing done, but there's still a few things left to do, like getting back on the beach.
Hang on. We're there.
If you're passionate about fishing and outdoors and you've got a bit of skill there, you can go a long way, you know. There's fishing on day boats, there's fishing on trawlers, huge variety. You can go to all over the world on fishing.
So what's the date today, Mike?
The catch is recorded as part of the quota management system. This allows the government to monitor fish stocks. Back at the house, the catch has to be packed on ice and sent to Auckland.
He's a goodie, eh?
Yeah, I baited that hook.
You baited that hook!
He could be a fisherman, no problem. A guy like that could go start on deck for a year and do all sorts of tickets. So there's a huge variety of things Thomas could do if he wanted to.
Yeah, I'd definitely like to do this job in the future. It's one of my interests. Be looking for a job in this industry one day. Hopefully as soon as I leave school.
Seafood industry training includes fishing, diving, processing, farming and retail, reflecting the myriad of exciting jobs available. Skills can be learnt on the job and training fees are typically covered by your employer. Seafood industry skills are in demand all over the world, and the qualifications you receive will set you up for an exciting life. What a fantastic job catching fish for a living. Well done, Thomas, that was awesome, mate. Now, coming up after the break, James gets to grips with a trade that is always in demand. We'll see you after the break. This is Just the Job. Welcome back to Just the Job, where we look at a whole range of options to help you decide what it is you could be doing as a career. Well, we all need water, and to make sure it comes out of the tap is where the plumber comes in. Could the next plumber knocking on your door be James?
My name's James Tauapou Ikifitu. I'm from Western Springs College and I'm 15 years old. In the next few days I'd like to find out things about plumbing and how it operates and works. I like to be a plumber because it's really creative. You get hands on things, pipes and stuff, and it doesn't matter what you're touching as long as you do a good job. Yeah.
James will be spending time with TJ Helm Plumbing. Trevor Helm heads a team of 9, of which 5 are undergoing their apprenticeships.
Qualities for an apprentice is someone who really needs to be adaptable. They need to be adaptable in the sense going into a workforce situation straight out of school. They need to be adaptable in that they're changing from where they are working from day to day quite often. They might be in a cow shed one day, they might be in an apartment the next day. But primarily they need to have respect. Respect for themselves, where they actually want to go, respect for their employer and also respect for the customers.
So the first things we do in the morning is just like clean the vans up and all that and get our gear sorted.
James will be mentored by foreman Heath Hill, who's been plumbing for 9 years.
Probably the things I look for is keen to learn, good on the job, like good on the tools and stuff like that, not too scared of getting dirty.
Before the vans hit the road, they are rated for tidiness.
Shocker. Is he going to get 2.5 this week?
He actually got an 8 last week. He can't go much higher. It's one of the better ones. Oh, it's not bad inside. It's not too bad. Heath, what did you get for your van last week?
Because it was tidy.
5. How did you get 5? All those in favour of 2? Heath, it's not a very good example.
Sweet, I'll remember next week.
First stop is to pick up materials needed for the job.
And 2 of these up here. Pipe as well, use this. We're going to be needing. Grab some of that. Sweet, got all that.
Next, it's off to Edgewater College where new toilet blocks are being built.
Here you go, chuck that on. Just for safety and all that on the job.
What are we going to be doing today?
So far at the moment, all we're going to do is get these outlets set up. So what's going to happen is the floor's getting built up because they've got to slope the floor out to the drain. So the floor's coming up 20 mil. So we're going to go from that measurement to the outlet. And so what we're going to do is put these bends on, cut the pipe and set these bends up to that exact height. So what you do with that PVC saw, just try and cut it flush through that line, so it's nice and level.
Apprenticeships are a good start to a career, mainly from a student's perspective. If you're a good learner but struggling within an academic field, you've probably got a better chance in life in achieving a national qualification through experiential learning and some off-job training through a training provider like a Polytech.
I've been an apprentice plumber for 8 months now, and I wanted to do a trade and wasn't sure what I wanted to do, and I tried out plumbing and I found it really great. going to a different job every day or different tradesmen every day, new different things.
So what are you going to do to fix it?
I'm just going to get some bends from the van and bend it back into the wall.
One of the good things about a trade, like plumbing and gas fitting especially, is that you get to, while you're learning the trade and doing your apprenticeship, you get paid while you learn, so it's quite a bonus. Once you've been through a year or so, you start to really learn and appreciate what the trade's about. And you work out what's best for you and what you enjoy. You should never really base it on money, because once you enjoy something, that's when you start to earn a bit of money, because people recognise that you're good at what you do.
Good.
Just check your measurement of the floor.
James's next job is to install the systems.
So what you're going to do is just chuck those 2 hoses into each one of those holes. Just come here, James, just to show you what the finished product's going to look like.
To give James some appreciation of what he's working on, Heath gives him a tour of a recently completed toilet block.
It looks really cool.
Yeah, and plus when you finish a job like this, you know, you feel like you've achieved something, so you're happy with the look and all that, so it's good.
Back on site, the team now have to figure out how to get the water cylinder in place.
That gives us Yeah, Heath, we're good to go.
Each job presents its own challenges, and some, if not completed correctly, could potentially be very dangerous.
When you've got a cylinder full of water and you're heating it up, that water heat expands just because of the fact that it's heating up. If you didn't have a vent off the cylinder, letting some of that expansion or pressure off, the cylinder would actually explode. So a lot of people don't understand it, but the hot water cylinders in their houses could become potentially bombs if they weren't installed properly. So that's why you need licensed guys who are trained properly to install these things.
So plumbing's not just about digging trenches and bending pipes.
Some of the aspects of plumbing are to do with hot water systems, solar heating systems, and then you get into the gas stream side of the industry, which is about gas installations of fireplaces, kitchen hobs, hot water systems, boilers. The future for the young guys in this industry is huge at the moment. We currently have statistics which show a huge skill shortage coming up within the next 4 to 5 years. Once you're licensed, I think you've got a career for life, whatever part of the industry you go into.
It's time to pack up. So, has James made an impression?
He showed some skills of like just cutting pipes straight. Usually the guys, when they start doing that, they can't cut it straight at all. But yeah, he's pretty keen to do that and like keen to use the tools and stuff, so he did show some promise. Yeah, we'll probably take him on as an apprentice. He's got some skills there, and plus he's keen to learn, you know, so it always helps to have guys like that on jobs, not someone who wants to turn up and just eat their lunch.
I really enjoy it. There's different types of things. And yeah, it's really fun working with all the boys, learning new things, yeah, meeting new people.
Plumbing, gas fitting and drain laying apprenticeships are competency-based. A plumbing and gas fitting apprenticeship usually takes 3.5 to 4 years to complete, and a drain laying apprenticeship usually takes 18 months to 2 years to complete. Apprenticeships are essentially an on-the-job training program supplemented with structured off-job training that includes distance learning and attending courses at Polytechs. Well, could a career in plumbing be for you? If you think it might be, then you can find out more about that career and all the careers featured on our program on our website. Get a pen and paper handy, as I'll be giving you those details at the end of the program. Coming up after the break, Tui gets her hand on her dream car. So could this be her dream job? This is Just the Job. You're watching Just the Job, and if you're thinking about a career or wanting to change careers, then stay tuned, because this is the series that could spark a turning point when it comes to your work life. So what's your favourite car? Porsche, Maserati, or maybe a Ferrari? Well, 16-year-old Tui loves cars, especially those luxury ones. So we think we've got just the job for her.
Hi, my name's Tui and I go to Western Springs College, and I'm very interested in the make of cars, what they look like and the engines in them.
So we're giving Tui the opportunity of spending a couple of days working at Precision Auto Work. This environmentally award-winning company specialises in repairing accident-damaged bodies of upmarket cars. This highly skilled trade is called automotive refinishing, and Paul Gibson runs a team dedicated to refinishing those prestigious cars, including Porsche, Maserati and Ferrari.
Oh, you must be Tui. Hi Tui, I'm Paul Gibson, General Manager of Precision Auto Work. What brings you into this industry?
I was interested in cars from a young age through my brothers.
Okay. We work on all the high-end brands. We've got a lot to show you. Come on through.
Let's go.
Tui gets the rundown on the health and safety requirements before being let on the floor.
Tui, this is Sam. Sam's one of our Maito apprentices. He's been with us for about a year and a half now.
Maito is the New Zealand Motor Industry Training Organisation, which is supporting Sam through his apprenticeship. Sam shows Tui what's involved in preparing a bonnet for spraying.
And just pretty much start sanding like that, and you're wanting to get it so that it makes it that cloudy kind of colour. You can keep it flat, but just make sure you go in circulars so you can just go.
The bonnet is hand sanded and then cleaned with high pressure air and a dust and wax remover. And Tui is set to work.
Well, this is all finished now to go over to the next side. How did you like that?
Pretty scared, but...
Well, I'm looking for someone who's reasonably technically minded, someone who's got passion in the automotive industry. They'll have tasks set and they have to achieve them in quality in mind.
Well, this is our car here, this front one. The next job that we have to do on it is to scotchy both guards and scotchy these front panels here.
Okay. What is scotchy?
Well, scotchy is pretty much like Goldilocks that you use at home to do your pans with, but it's a lot finer than that.
Scotchy is used so that the paint sticks onto the panel and doesn't peel off later on.
Does it matter if we go over it?
The panels closest to the damaged ones are also repainted to make the finish consistent and merge into the rest of the car.
Get used to it after a while.
More cleaning is done and then the car is masked up for painting.
You have to think like the painter pretty much.
Yeah.
You have to think, where am I going to spray?
The goal of refinishing a vehicle is getting the colour exact, the finish, right down to the factory peel. So when it's leaving here, you can't tell that it's been in any form of accident.
The car is prepped for painting so that senior technician Jamie Davis can show Tui the ropes.
I'm here to help you with the colour matching of the vehicle. First option we normally take is using the identification tag. There's another option, we can use the colour chips. There's another option, is we can use the colour spectrometer. This takes 3 different readings on the vehicle and it chooses the best colour match out of those 3 readings. There's quite a bit of skill involved in colour matching the colour. Yeah.
Colour matching is a huge part of it in this industry.
We're going to pull some plastic over it now, just to check the rest of the vehicle.
With the colour mixed, the car is put into the spray booth for the final preparations.
When we take on a potential apprentice, we first of all send them to our paint manufacturer. They actually put them through a paint technology course. We then take someone on, we contact Maito, get Maito in and sign them up on a Maito apprenticeship.
The New Zealand Motor Industry Training Organisation is responsible for the ongoing support and training of apprentices in New Zealand's motor industry.
What are the key things that we don't do?
The key things that we don't do is we don't put it on too wet, because that will cause runs to happen.
Okay.
And we don't put it on too dry either, because then it won't look very good, it'll just look like sandpaper.
The spray painting's done and the car is left to bake. While the paint dries, Tui catches up with apprentice Sam.
I've been an apprentice for about a year and a half now. Not many 18, 19-year-olds get to work on these type of cars, you know.
Okay, Tui, the car is now finished baking. It's been in the booth for 40 minutes at 60 degrees. We need to get the car out of the booth so we can now get it assembled.
Assembling the car is a job for the collision repair technician, and it means we're on the home straight.
Finishing is a rewarding job. Seeing a vehicle come into the workshop in a damaged state, be able to follow it through the process, customer receiving their vehicle without being able to see where the damage has been, is very rewarding.
Cutting and polishing the car is the final stage in the process. It removes any imperfections in the paint and takes the car back to mint factory condition.
Tui's got a good eye for detail. She has a good work attitude, and I think she'd make a great apprentice.
I think Tui would make a fantastic apprentice. She fits in well with the staff. She's obviously passionate about vehicles, and what she's achieved over the last few days has blown me away.
Okay, Tui, you've seen this vehicle from all the stages. Do you see yourself getting into the refinish industry?
Yep, definitely. I'm interested in cars. I get to see a lot of flash brands, and yeah, it's definitely a career path.
Cool. Well, I think you did really well over the last couple of days, so I hope to actually see you out in the field and have you working for me one day.
Thanks.
Sweet.
Things I enjoyed most about being here over the last 2 days is getting to know everyone that works here. It's not the same every day, so you don't get bored. Seeing all the different cars that come in, because they're all really flashy. Pretty exciting place to be.
You can complete your national qualification in automotive refinishing in about 2 years with the support of the New Zealand Motor Industry Training Organisation and your supervisor at work. Experienced and skilled refinishers are in high demand and can earn a very good income. You can expand your career opportunities with the New Zealand Motor Industry Training Organisation's Advanced Technician A-Tech program, or consider business management qualifications. And there is no age restriction. The New Zealand Motor Industry Training Organisation's free phone number is 0800 88 2121. So it does look as though that might be the job for Tui, thanks to her and everyone else who featured in today's program. Today, there are literally thousands of career options available to you, and sometimes making the choice which one's right for you can be really difficult. So we certainly hope our programs will help you to decide, but to help you even more though, we have Sarah from Career Services who has this week's tip for getting you that dream job.
In most industries, you can find a working style that suits you. Are you an early bird or a night owl? Do you like routine or lots of variety? Say you want to be a cook, but not working in one of those frantic kitchens you see on TV. There are more settled jobs available for qualified chefs. Pastry cooks, for instance, or even 9-to-5 caterers. So don't give up on an industry just because you don't like a particular job. Look for one that suits your personality and the lifestyle you want.
Well, that is it for this week, but don't worry, we are back again next week with another 3 careers and more helpful tips. For more information about the careers you've just seen, or for more information about how to make that right career choice, can be found by simply going to our program website, www.tvnz.co.nz, and enter the keywords, just the job. Happy hunting, and I'll see you next week.
This program was made with funding from New Zealand On Air.